Extra point, and it's good. Tack on 1 point for the Pula Broncos, making this a ball game here, 12-7, as they finally get their first points on the board. And if you're tuning in now, I'm sorry for the stream cutting out there. Basically, what happened is internet device just in the sun here. The heat starts to warm up. It kind of cut out on me just a second ago, but I want to show you a little bit of what you missed. Exactly, get that replay back. I meant to hit the playback button, not the replay button, so I lost it. But Darnell Wallace took one to the chops on the running back pass to De La Fuente. The ball going to be picked up off the bounce, making his way to the middle of the field. And that is going to be Brandon Willis on the return, not wearing his usual 24. And the clock on the field is at 8:18. Room to throw deep down the left-hand side. Ball is going to be caught. Tackle broken wide open and into the end zone. Looked like he was going to flip there. No flags on the play. Touchdown. Wrens Colts answer immediately to the touchdown score there by De La Fuente. Robertson connecting with Murray for the long touchdown. Tack on 6 more points for Robertson, Murray, and the Colts to continue to keep that lead. And now they are going to go ahead and go for 2 here. Fake to Randolph. Robertson making his way around the left side and in. Tack on 2 more points. First 2-point conversion of the game for either team. That's going to expand the Wrens Colts lead to 13. Kick is off, fielded at the 24-yard line. Making their way down the middle, trying to find some room, trying to get to the edge. Returned all the way past the 50. Good return there of Jordan Johnson. Just a clean catch, a good blocking by the Pula Broncos. Getting them out of there. Landon Simons and Jordan Johnson just finding a crease there. You see he runs basically in an S pattern almost till he gets to that sideline and gets tackled down. Jordan Johnson with the 30-yard return. See some confusion there by the Pula Broncos as they're missing a player. What's known as the field now is Gail Jones, the tight end. James, the man in motion. This time to hand off to James and nowhere to go as they were in the backfield waiting for James. Second down and 13 on the way. This time handoff going the other way to James, running the same exact play, and James breaking tackles, finding some room, first down and more on the Wrens Colts. Brandon James with the first down. And it is the same exact play. They just run it the other way. And Brandon James running through tackles. Wrens Colts having a hard time taking them down. First down and 10 for the Pula Broncos. Just a couple yards outside of red zone territory. And that's good coaching right there. That's how you restore faith in your players. Let them know that you trust them and just your confidence in your game plan. The play didn't work one way, but it's like, you know what? So wait, we're going to run it the other way. And it hits for a first down and a big play. A good play calling there by the Pula Broncos and first down, Brandon James. Handoff to Wallace, cut to the outside. Swerving through the lane there. He's going to fall down at about the 5-yard line. Another first down for Wallace. We're going to get a timeout call by the Wrens Colts to talk some things over. As in just a couple of plays, Pula Broncos already knocking on the door. Ball going to be spotted officially at that 6-yard line. Welcome back, everybody. Pula Broncos officially knocking on the door, trying to keep that game close. And handoff, obviously, to Wallace, and Wallace lowering the shoulder and in for the touchdown. Easy work for Wallace and the Pula Broncos there, 6 yards out. Going to bring that score to 13-20, and the 2-point conversion on the way. Flag on the play. 12 men on the field for the Pula Broncos. Going to back them up some more here on the field goal attempt. And they gave them a signal to run the clock there on the extra point for some reason. They started rolling it before the flag. So we're at 4 minutes and 50 seconds here. Once again, the clock is rolling already. And I'll show you before the field goal attempt is I'm not crazy. Field goal attempt. Ledger. And that one's going to go nowhere. So we also got a player down, a couple of players down on the field, or one hops up for the Wrens Colts. And that's going to be Ledger, the kicker, down on the ground. And it looked like he was about to get up there. I don't know if they were trying to get that running into the kicker call, which hasn't been thrown yet. And so you see the signal. Is that going to be running into the kicker? We'll see if they officially move the ball here. No flag actually thrown. And there goes the flag. You see it down there by the players, by Randolph's foot down there. And now Ledger going to get up and limp off on his own power. Here come another 2-point conversion attempt, or as Ledger goes off, I assume they're not going to kick it here. Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. Wallace, Atkins, and crew. Atkins, the quarterback, motioned it to the outside. Wallace, the direct snap, trying to find some room. Juking the drive and nowhere to go. It's going to be tackled down at the 8-yard line. 2-point conversion, no good. And your score is going to remain 20-13 here on Buford's own, the EAFL game of the week. And the onside kick, didn't see him coming and kick too far out of bounds. Went through the front lineman's hand, probably would have had an opportunity. Went through his hands and out of bounds, and lucky for him, and the Broncos wasn't ready to hop on that one. It's going to be first down and 10. Now at the 47-yard line is where they're going to mark it. 48. Looks like we got offsides there. No flag thrown, and we tackled into the backfield immediately. Pull the Broncos defense ready for it. And going with that snap count, the hard snap count on the motion, trying to get them to jump on sides. And ball dropped, thrown too low, but we got a flag on the play. And that is going to be offsides on the defense. Good work by Robertson. Working that snap count. And working, Robertson looking for some room. Finds some room, avoiding the sack. Looking to just throw that ball away, and does, but doesn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be the obvious intentional grounding call. Should be on the way. And there you go. There goes the intentional grounding on Robertson. To back them up, making that third down. Third and 20. And that is going to be our 2-minute warning. Colts 20, Broncos 13. Welcome back, everybody, after a 2-minute warning break. Third down and 20. And already see if this is going to be the false start or the offsides. And it's going to be the false start. Offsides. And Wrens Colts working on those easy penalty yards with Roberson. Broncos showing blitz. Roberson trying to find some room and won't. He'll be sacked down. Stampede of Broncos. And Roberson just didn't have enough time on that one. He brought down in the backfield. And we're also going to get a timeout by way of the Pooler Broncos. Their first one of the game. Welcome back, everybody. Timeout called by the Pooler Broncos to stop the clock, and looks like their game plan is obviously to try to go down and get a score for the end of the half. And they will be receiving the second half kickoff as well, if I remember correctly. And that's going to be blocked. And looks like it's going to be blocked and recovered by the Pooler Broncos. Save that replay, waiting on the official call here. And that is going to be Broncos ball. They're going to take over at the 25-yard line in their own opportunity. So that timeout was a good one on the block. You see them going in for the fumble on the block punt. And now, after the block punt, they're going to take over with the ball. On their own, on the 25-yard, already in Wrens Colts territory. And apologize, we kept that clock rolling a little bit there. See 1:30 left on the clock. Hand off to Wallace. Wallace trying to find some room, and he's only going to get a gain of about 4 yards. And the clock is going to keep rolling. I'm saying this is the hurry up offense time. These guys have got to be getting to the line. They're wasting precious seconds. And granted, they got 2 timeouts left, but you want to be able to utilize all the time that you can. Or plan is to try to run it out. So not really up against it as they do receive the second half kickoff. Atkins the handoff to Wallace. Wallace up the middle, cutting to the left side, getting pulled by his jersey again. Gonna get slammed down at about the 1-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout. Pula Broncos. To stop the clock. Again, Wallace running hard here in the first half. Welcome back, everybody, into Buford's own. 36 seconds left on the clock. Pula Broncos got the ball on the 1 yard line after a punt block with a minute. They stopped the Wrens Colts, called a timeout with a minute 30 left on the clock, blocked the punt. Now they got the ball 2 runs later by Wallace, and they're at the 1 yard line. Looking to score here, and they will receive the second half kickoff. Handoff is the Wallace, and quickly getting into the backfield. Number 12 for the Wrens Colts. That's going to be Daniel Maddox. And here comes the hurry up. Quick throw over to the right side. Wide open. De La Fuente for the score. And they're 1 point away from tying this game up right before the half. De La Fuente on the catch. Seems like he's the only wide receiver to make catches so far here tonight for the Pula Broncos. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Pula Broncos now have 19, scratching the claw and 0-3, trying to go for their first win here. And at first he was saying run the clock. Now he's saying stop the clock. And you see the signals down there. There's a touchdown. The clock should have never ran because this is going to be an extra point or a 2-point try. So, like I said, I've been filming these games. I watch football, college football, played high school football, played semi-pro football. But for some reason this year, it could be me. I don't think I'm crazy, but you guys, fans, are watching the game. The clock doesn't run on extra points. Never has. Doesn't run on extra points. Doesn't run on 2-point conversions. The clock doesn't roll after a turnover. I'm not sure exactly what's going on in semi-pro this year, but that was it. Going for that 2-point conversion, and this time dropped by Gale Jones. 5 seconds left to go in the first half. And barring a unforeseen kickoff return, the Pula Broncos will not like to see. They'll go into the half down 1 point. Pula Broncos giving up a score right before the half. Players visibly upset now as they feel like this is a game they should be easily ahead. And there were a lot of questions if you're in that. A lot of people aren't in the group. It's an EAFL, talk group, mostly players only. A lot of people questioning the legitimacy of the Wrens Colts being ranked number 8, even though they are 2-0 and one of the 6 remaining undefeated teams. And they're playing the Pula Broncos 0-3. A lot of people were upset about the choice of the game of the week, but you only got 2 teams playing this week, as the EAFL does like league mandated bye weeks where most of the teams are off. So you only got 2 games this week: one Georgia game, one Florida game. And so here we are doing the Florida game, giving the Wrens Colts their chance at the limelight here. And so far, Pula Broncos saying, hold on, you guys did all this talking in the group. You guys said this wasn't a game of the week. We shouldn't be watching this game. And here they are, 1 point down about to go into the second half and receiving the second half kickoff, saying, "Don't forget about us. We had a little bit of a shaky start, but we play some real football here in Pooler, up here in North Augusta, the Wrens Colts home turf." And a squib kick. Ball muffed a little bit, then picked up at about the 30-yard line, trying to make his way down that left side, and going to be tackled out of bounds. And they got one play clock going to be stopped at 0.7 seconds, 0.7 seconds. So they got one play left. Clock's up at 0.7 seconds, so they got one play. One second, players back deep. And they are just going to take a knee and take it into the half as the Wrens Colts. Your halftime score when we get back, Colts 20, the Broncos 19. Welcome back, everybody, into the third quarter live here on Buford's own. We got the EAFL game of the week. The Wrens Colts hosting the Polar Broncos. Polar Broncos going down to score there at the end of the quarter. They're only leaving 5 seconds on the board for the Wrens Colts. And here to set to receive the second half kickoff, we got James Robertson and Johnson back deep on the return. Kick is off. It's going to land in the hands of James, fielding it at the 5-yard line. Trying to find some room straight down the middle. And going to get hit low. They're going to fall down at about the 40-yard line. 35-yard return for Brandon James. And he's going to get up a little bit lumpy there. You see him trying to run off that little bit of pain there, hitting that lower ankle on the way down. And so during halftime, made some quick changes to the scoreboard. The Wrens Colts, I put their ranking up there, number 8 in the AFL, per the rankings that were posted by league owner Michael Torres yesterday. And I also updated the Broncos record. I had them listed at 0-3. They're actually 1-2, beating the Capital City Ligers. And we already have a flag here. Too many men on the field for the offense, and before they get their first possession, momentum going from scoring at the end of the first half, going backwards here early. Hand off to Wallace on his first carry of the second half. Going to be hit hard by Mario Randolph. See him getting him there, getting a little bit of trash talk in. And then go to help him up, let him know it's all friendly. And if everybody knows Mr. Mario Randolph around these semi-pro leagues, a bit of a loudmouth, good guy. But he's going to let you know he's here all day, every day. Mario Randolph holding on that defensive tackle spot for the Wrens Colts. Trips right to the bottom of your screen. Adkins looking to throw. Throw over to the middle there. Ball complete to Robertson. Robertson wide open. Looks like he's going to go all the way. No one able to catch them. Touchdown. Pull up Broncos, and they're going to take the lead here early in the second half. And that's exactly what you are hoping for. You get the score at the end of the first half, and you get the ball back. You get the ball back on the kickoff of the second half. And here on your second play, you get a long passing completion to your running back Robertson. Tack on 6 points for the Polar Broncos, and they have the lead here. Looking to get that upset here on the game of the week. And early in the season, only 2 games played by the Colts, 3 games played by the Broncos. Would it really technically be an upset, being that the 1-2 and 2-0? Not really, but the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos are outside of that top 25 right now with the 1-2 record. They got the win last week after starting off 0-2. And so would it really be an upset? No, but both of the wins, all of the wins combined by both teams haven't really been against good competition. So you really wasn't calling it an upset. That one looks like it was blocked, tipped in. They're going to call it dead, no return on the play, on the whistle. And the Broncos are going to have the lead there after the blocked field goal 25-20 on the road, looking to even up their record at 2-2 and possibly get back in that top 25 ranking. They said that they sit a couple of spots outside of. And this is one of those things that a lot of concern was. You want to take some of those quality wins and some of those quality losses. And more importantly, I think that's what teams focus on. If we have a harder strength of schedule and we play those games closely, we should get more credit than a team that beats a bad team. And that's one of the things that you want to take into consideration. That's what they want to bring into the rankings as well. So we got a game here, and sometimes it's just matchup. Sometimes maybe the Wrens Colts is that great of a team, and just today they match up with the Pula Broncos very, very well. So one of the biggest things that I noticed back when when I'm watching NFL games, when the Seattle Seahawks were having that run and they had the Legion of Boom and Russell Wilson that just got there and they had won the Super Bowl. Quietly, the St. Louis Rams, who I believe still had Jeff Fisher at the time, coaching them, are actually like 4-1 against them. I mean, 4-2 against them in over the span of 3 years. So just one of those things where matchups play a concern over the teams, and these two teams have already met. So kind of like a rivalry between these two teams here, and they're going for the onside kick again, and it's going to be recovered, but they're going to say it didn't go 10 yards. They're going to let him run it, and they're finally going to throw the flag to slow him down, and they're going to say that ball did not go 10 yards. And it's going to be first down, Wrens Colts. First down and 10 for the Wrens Colts at the 43-yard line is what we're going to call it. Man, in motion, handoff going around that left-hand side, and a big hit on the sideline and a flag. They tried to get the big hit on Reese. And we got the flag on the play. And they want to go for the face mask. And you got to see the calls there. The penalties are going to offset us. We got a hold on the offense and a face mask on the pool of Broncos as well, offsetting penalties. The ball is going to remain first down. And the clock is going to roll on. Ball back at the 43-yard line. Roberson trying to go for the quick pass. Ball batted down at the line of scrimmage. Good job on the pool of Broncos being able to get their hands up. You see there the big guy in the middle. That's number 99. Going to give him his props. Jaquan Thomas. Also a former teammate of mine that I played with on the Savannah, Georgia Raiders. Second down and 10 now for Roberson. Reese in the backfield. Working on that snap count. Looks like he stumbled a little bit, but quick pass over to Reese. Reese trying to get around that edge and find some room. Running over the DB is Reese. Coming out with the energy. Taking care of Dion Harris. Move over, son. Get out the way. Matt Truck. Courtney Reese has the ball and he's coming through. First down and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. And they didn't roll the clock there when they moved the chain, so we're going to stop the clock here about 20 seconds ahead. We're going to let that clock catch up. I thought about after one play there. Reese, the man in motion. Roberson looking to throw. Pass over to the right-hand side and out of bounds. Throwing one over the head. It's intended to target Reginald Davis. Second down and 10. And the clock is caught up. We're on about 1 second off here. Make a pocket. Quick throw over to that right side. Once again, too far for his man. Ball incomplete to Reginald Davis. Third down and 10. Third down and 10 now. Two complete passes over to the right side. Try to get Reginald Davis in a matchup there, one-on-one. Get a little bit of that good old yak. You got the energy with Courtney Reese. He hasn't been at a running back till the second half. I'd go ahead and get all you can out of him right now before you sub him out. And that's what they're going to do. Hand off to Reese up the middle, refusing to go down. And are they going to call it the first down? They're going to call him short. Third down. And it's just, nope, the signal to move the change that you see from the ref on the top of your screen there. That top right corner, first down and 10 for Reese. Just refusing to go down, just running hard. And that's just kind of what you need from your players. And that's the element that the Wrens Colts have been missing. You got him in that backfield now, and now you just got some hard-nosed running. Boston's been back there, and he's been able to make a couple guys miss on the pass, but Reese, he's just running hard, and you can see that the difference in that burst and that explosion. This time, the fake around the right side and out of bounds inside the 5-yard line is Roberson. And now you got play off that. You got all that energy coming from Courtney Reese, and now they go for the fake handoff, and everybody dives on Reese to try to stop him because he's getting 10-yard play after 10-yard play. And now the QB keep for Roberson wide open. First and goal. Roberson in the gun, Reese to his left. And Roberson looking for some room, trying to get the toss pass. and does. He's going to hit his man, Dwayne Lee, for the touchdown. And what started off looking like it was going to be a blowout with the 12-0 start early for the Wrens Colts, we got a game now, 25-26. Wrens Colts up one, going for the 2-point conversion. Going to get a handoff, and it's going to go nowhere as Neal's carry was quickly ended. There's to get set to kick off now. And we are a little bit ahead on the score clock, so we're going to go ahead and reset that time to 8 minutes, 52 seconds. 8 minutes and 52 seconds. 8 minutes and 52 seconds is the time left on the scoreboard. Kick is off, going to be fielded by Roberson on that far sideline, picked up at about the 25-yard line, trying to find some room, splitting the defenders, weaving his way down that sideline before it looks like running into his own man. Going to be stopped at that 40-yard line, and we got a flag on the play. And they're going to wave the flag off. First down and 10 at the 40-yard line now. James, the man in motion. Atkins getting confused with Wallace once again on that reverse. Randolph and crew saying not this time. Mr. James, we've seen that before. We know what's going to happen. Once again, trying to go with that reverse play. Randolph getting there first, not able to quite hold on. The rest of the Wrens Colts in tow. Second down and 15 now, and 5-yard loss. Atkins, handcuffs, handoff straight to Wallace. Wallace making a man miss in the backfield, not going to be able to get anywhere else before he's brought down. Number 12, Daniel Maddox. And we're going to get a timeout by way of the Pula Broncos. Your score 26-25. Broncos 3rd and 15 when we return. Welcome back, everybody, into the third quarter. Just under 7 minutes left to go. Atkins, the man at the helm, shotgun snap. Pass over to that right-hand side. Triple cover. They're not going to be able to bring that one down. Ball incomplete. Jeremy Smart, the man and the intended receiver. And it looks like on comes the punt team for the Pula Broncos. Punt is off. Ball going to bounce to about the 26-yard line. It looks like that's where they're going to mark it. Now, after a good defensive possession there for the Wrens Colts, now on the offense, want to try to get that lead back. Started off in the bunch. Receiver's going to spread out now at the bottom of your screen. Trips formation. Snap count. Robeson keeping it himself. Trying to make that carry around to the right side. And he's only going to get about 2 yards, making that 2nd down and 8. Robeson. Time in the pocket. Deep pass to the bottom of your screen. He's got a man. He's broken the tackle, Ken. It's a foot race now, and he's going to step out of bounds. Devontae Lewis, the man wide open. for the Wrens Colts, receiving the pass from Roberson. First down and 10. Roberson, hand off Boston. Boston not getting too far. Number 45, Sean Jobin getting in there on the tackle. Reese checks back in at the running back position for the Wrens Colts. Let's see if they can recapture some of that magic from the last drive. 2nd and 6. Roberson drops back in the pocket, fakes the throw over to Reese. Going to elect to take it himself. So everybody listed over there, and it looks like he's going to have the first down. And as you can see there, just everybody got everybody to drift over to that right side. Saw a little bit of a lane over there to the left. Scrambles and gets the first down. Roberson drops back. Pass to the right side. This time it is complete. Drops back, pass over to the left-hand side, going for the one-hander. Ball incomplete. Third down and 6. Looking to throw again. Another pass over to the left side. And this time dropped by his man. He had him straight in the bread basket. Just couldn't hold on to it. Murray, the tender receiver, and he's going to wish he had that one back in a contested game like this. And looks like they're going to go for it now. 4th and 6. And we're going to get a timeout by the way of the Pula Broncos when we return. That's not cool. The timeout, break 4th and 6 for the Colts. Roberson at QB. Reese to his left. Going for the throw again and falling down. We got the flag on the play. I'm for sure it's going to be pass interference on Favors. I believe we got the hold call instead of pass interference. It's going to move them up. 4th down and first down, 1st and goal. I thought they still had that 4th down marker on. 4th down and 1st and goal for the Wrens Colts. Snap, hand off to Boston. Boston spinning, sticking that ball out. Touchdown. Take on 6 more points for the Wrens Colts. Two-point conversion. Push this game to 9. And the handoff, and he gets in. Tack on 2 more points. Now we got excuse me, not 9, 8 point. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what I thought. A 9-point ball game here. And now officially a 2-score game. Kick on the way. Ball fielded by Johnson. Johnson got some room, trying to find a lane. He's got an opportunity to take this one back. He's got blockers. Reese falling off of more defenders in, falling off, and he's going to get that ball all the way back to the 15-yard line on the return. And that's Jones. Johnson just finding the lane. You see him weaving in and out, good blocking. You see them still blocking for him in the background. Ball returned all the way to the 15, and it looks like we got a flag on the field. Oh, sorry, I apologize. That was a T, no flag. But we got a player down on the field for the Wrens Colts. So we take a quick break, and we will be right back. Welcome back, everybody, into the third quarter. Less than a minute left to go. After the injury timeout, pull the Broncos ball on the 15-yard line. Ball handed off. This time the reverse with Robinson instead. And once again, it's going to net in a loss. Wrens Colts are doing a good job of stopping that specific play so far this game. He only got that one big run by Brandon James off of that play. So far, all the other three, if I'm counting correctly, have been stopped. Adkins hand off to Wallace. And he's going to be tackled down in the third quarter after a gain of 2. It's going to be second down and 10 when we return fourth quarter action. Welcome back, everybody. It is the start of the fourth quarter here on Buford's own the Elite game, the Elite American Football League game of the week here in North Augusta, Georgia. It's living up to the hype. We got a 34-25 ball game here at the start of the fourth quarter. However, Pula Broncos with the ball inside the red zone, 3rd down and 10. See what Adkins and crew can do here. Looking to throw. Pass over to the right side. De La Fuente. Ball too far out of bounds. Adkins a little bit off target, and looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down here. Down by 2 scores, but plenty of time left to go. But as it works in semi-pro, most teams do not have a kicker that can make it from this distance. So once you get inside the red zone, you just got to maximize your opportunities and go for it on 4th down. And I see everybody watching. I see the numbers. Let me know who you're rooting for. You looking for the Pula Broncos to pull it out, or you looking for the Wrens Colts to continue their undefeated streak here, moving on to 3-0 to stay in that top 10 of the rankings, or you're going for the upset with the Pula Broncos. Who you got? Who you got? Let me know in the comments. And once again, they still got that clock rolling, so we're a little bit behind. Adkins, time to throw, going into the corner for the jump ball. That one's going to be caught by Reese, but out of bounds for the turnover. And the Wrens Colts offense coming back on the field, stalling out that drive in the red zone. That bid, but don't break defense. There we go. We got Jasmine Cumpy saying, let's go Colts. First down and 10 for the Wrens Colts. Reese back out at wide receiver. Roberson, the QB, flanked by Neal. Handoff is going to be to Neal on the handoff. Going to be tackled down. They're going to give him about a gain of 4, looks like. 2nd down and 6. It looks like we got more Colts fans in the chat. Broncos, I know you're not going to let them take the lead on you like that. We got Jonathan Bell, Ori White saying, let's go Colts. Handoff again. Left side, he's got room. And that's going to be a 1st down for Octavius Neal. Wrens Colts looking to try to go with the hurry up now. So we got the Wrens Colts player Tay Femin in the chat saying, let's go. The defensive end for the Wrens Colts in the chat. Reese, man in motion, trying to see what the Pula Broncos defense is doing. Ball pass on the right side, going to be intercepted. Now we got an interception by the Pula Broncos trying to get the return and tackle down number 55, Augustine. You see there, he just puts a hand on his man and ball a little bit underthrown, just falls right in Augustine's lap. He's taking that ball the other way, flipping the field. Ball already going to be in Colts territory. There we go. Pablo Camacho for the Broncos, number 51 and number 9. And the number 9, got fans in the chat. Murray, mom is here. And that comment would look very familiar as I wore number 9 back during my football playing days, and my mom would be saying the same exact thing as well. Ball snapped, and Wallace stopped hard right there in the middle. Number 13, James Armstrong, defensive end, getting in there. Jashika Boston coming into the chat for the running back, number 11, Robert Boston. His fans are in the building. Broncos 15, Javon Kennedy. There you go. Hand off to Wallace again. Wallace down the right side. First down and 10, moving the chain like he has all night. Don Trey Wallace. Score is 34-25. Do we got any score predictions from the fans? Any score predictions? Final score predictions here. So we get under 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Atkins looking to throw to the corner. He's got a man. De La Fuente, ball short. And we got another interception. Atkins putting that one up and coming down with it. Dwayne Lee on the interception. And I tell you what, I don't know if I necessarily like the plan. You got Wallace, and Wallace, he's your workhorse back. And, not to make it seem like the team is one player, because you got De La Fuente on the outside. I would continue to give Wallace the ball, especially this late into the game. You want to run out the clock. You want to you want to score as quick as you can. So I understand the reason for throwing that ball, but you got to give him the ball. You got to let them prove that they can stop him for 4 straight downs. And I don't think they've shown that ability to do that since the first quarter, when basically he was just getting warmed up. He had to go out the game and come back in. But regardless, Dwayne Lee on the interception, Roberson at the helm, handoff in the middle to Boston. 5-yard carry, second down and 5 for the Wrens Colts. There you go. Ferguson keeping it himself on the QB power. Going to rumble forward, and they're going to mark him. Looks like a couple of, nope, they're going to call it first down, moving the chains for Roberson and crew on the QB power. Jalea Larry checking in for the Broncos with the orange heart. Welcome to the chat, Jalea. First and 10, hand off to Boston, looking to run out the clock to take the lead. The kid gain of about 2 yards, second down and 8. Jalen Marshall in the chat giving a shout out for Reggie Thorpe, pull the Broncos. Handoff, Reese, the reverse, looking for some room, holding on to that ball. Looked like he was going to throw it and just shedding off the tackler. Reese running hard all night long. And he's not going to get the first down, but a strong 4 yards from Reese. And that's pretty much a highlight play. Reese just refusing to go down, and he's going to step off. I mean, you got the 9-point lead. I'd give him a quick breather and put him back in because he's always been that bottle lightning in the bottle for them so far to start this second half. Hand off to Boston. Boston getting tied up at the line. And they're going to try to call for the fumble. And they're going to say he was down. And it's already called, so it's over. But we are going to see what we can see here. And the handoff is going to go to Boston. And from our angle, he is down, definitely down before he was able to pull that ball out. Fourth down and about 3 here to go. Robertson with Boston to his left. Snap and a pooch punt from the quarterback spot. And that's a pretty good punt to flip the field from that pooch spot from Robertson. Good job by Robertson putting that ball all the way on the 19-yard line, and that's the mark of a punt. You want to get that ball inside the 20-yard line, and the fact that he's the quarterback, he did that off a pooch punt. Great job by Robertson. Underrated trait to have in a quarterback. First down and 10 for the Pula Broncos. Robertson, the man in motion. Handoff is to Wallace, and he's going to be quickly swallowed up in that backfield. You see the celebration. Get it up quick there. I believe that's number 52. If I could see his jersey number correctly. That's 59 for the Colts. Cameron Danner. The other thing about this, the Broncos only have one timeout left. They used their timeouts earlier in the second half, and only one timeout left. Time not on their side. They want to kind of hurry up and quickly get rolling here. And that is going to be their third and final timeout for the Pula Broncos when we return. Splendiferous. Welcome back, everybody, into the fourth quarter. Just over 5 minutes left to go. Pula Broncos trying to itch for a comeback, down 9 points here in the fourth quarter, looking promising at the start of the third. Now in a hole, just 3 points away from the deficit they were in at the beginning of the game. No timeouts left on for them. See what Adkins did do here. Motions out Roberson on a play fake. Adkins trying to find some room, throwing that ball down deep and too far for De La Fuente. Ball incomplete. And he had all the time in the world to be able to complete that pass and just couldn't get it accurately. And that's going to be second down. Excuse me, third down. Third down and 12 for the Pula Broncos. Deshaun Johnson, shout out for Sheen Scott. Looking for them. The clock isn't rolling on this snap. Adkins rolling out, trying to get away some times. The one-handed catch by Wallace, trying to find some room, and is going to be tackled down. Breaking the tackles is Wallace getting the first down. And that is a man-no-mo. We got a player. We had a player down on the field, but look at Wallace, Dontre Wallace with the one-handed catch, getting off the defender. You got the big Mario Randolph. That is a defensive tackle, folks. Shedding out of that tackle and keeping on running, keeping the legs moving for the first down. First and 10 now for the Pula Broncos, and that's exactly what I mean. Find a way to get the ball to Wallace, block, or get out of the way. That man will lead you to the promised land. A little bit of confusion. Atkins rolling out, trying to find some room, and he's not going to be able to break the tackle. Brought down on the sack. Reginald Davis taking care of business out there at that corner spot. And that's one of those, you just got to live for another down. You just have to. You got to take that ball. You can't, at this situation, this point of the game, with the clock rolling, you can't afford to take a 10-yard loss after your running back just made a Herculean effort to get you a first down. That's one of those plays where you got to throw that ball out of bounds so that way you don't take the loss and you also stop the clock. If the guy you're looking for isn't open, I understand you got to make a play. Don't get confused. You got to stay composed. Don't start making mistakes. That sack was definitely one of them. Let's see if they can make up for it here. Hand off to Wallace. Wallace running brought down after a gain of about, and they are going to give him 10 yards on the carry. So back to now second down and 20, third down and 20. After the carry, you see that another 10-yard carry by Wallace, but not a first down because of the sack. You're now back at third down and 10 with the clock rolling. You see Javon Kennedy sharing my sentiments. Just want to let you know my name is also Javon Livingston here on Beeford Zone. So Javon and Javon, shout out. And then we got Cammy Garnett once again for Mr. Boston of the Wrens Colts. Clearing it out, direct snap. Quick throw over to that right-hand side, and we got the push. That's definitely probably going to be a flag. And the flag is thrown on the push-off. And you see on the play defense, one of the defenders trying to escort him back to where the flag was thrown to let him know it was a flag. Definitely was a push-off. The flag was thrown. On the play. So you see him right there pointing at the flag like, look. You think you made a catch? You ain't did nothing. And that was Adkins, the QB, out there at the wide receiver spot. The direct snap to Wallace. So it's going to be offensive PI and then going to move that ball back once again to see where they mark that ball back more than you would like for it to be. The third down and 25 now on the way. Two costly mistakes there. You got the Adkins not throwing the ball away to get it out of bounds there when you're up against the clock and you can't really make any mistakes. And there the ball is thrown up to him, and then he gets the offensive pass interference. Instead of either going for the catch or batting it down to avoid an interception, you draw the penalty, and now once again backed up 3rd and 15 for the Pula Broncos. And that is also going to be the 2-minute warning. As we were explaining everything to you, so we're going to let that clock roll on down here. And we'll be right back. And that was a lot quicker than it was supposed to be. Welcome back, everybody, to the fourth quarter. Players are starting to make their way back on to the field there. Pula Broncos up against it, 3rd and 15. 2 minutes left, needing 2 scores, because even if they score and get the 2-point conversion, they are down by 9. So they need to get 2 touchdowns. Minimum. Ball is snap. Pitch back to Wallace. Wallace sits back for a minute. Looks like he's going to keep it himself. Wallace running, making a man or two miss, refusing to go down. And he's going to get 15 yards, and the clock is going to keep running. And it's not going to be enough. And they're going to have to go with the hurry up for the 4th down and 11. And they're not moving fast enough for me. Wallace's helmet is coming off. So it looks like he's going to take off a play. As you see there, it looks like he's just exhausted there. He's doing everything he can tonight. Jersey coming off over his shoulder. You see him trying to get his shoulder pad back in. And actually, he's going to stay in here. Adkins dropping back. quick throw over to the middle and too far for James. Going right over his shoulder, and that is going to be a turnover on downs for the Pula Broncos. And that'll likely do it here for tonight. Game is probably going to end with the Colts winning 34-25, barring any unforeseen circumstances here. And with no timeouts for the Broncos, they basically could come out and take a knee. And that would pretty much be the best bet here tonight. And that's what they're going to do, is going to take some time before taking the knee. And he will, and the clock is going to roll on. Let's see if they're going to make him snap it one more time, or if they're going to call that as the game. And it looks like they're going to have to take one more snap here before it's over. Roberson going to take the final knee real quickly. And that time is going to run on out. Your Wrens Colts are going to move on to 3-0 here on the Elite American Football League game of the week here. They're going to move on to 3-0. Pula Broncos going to drop down to 1-3 now with the victory. Wrens Colts 34, Broncos 25. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here on People's Zone. Once again, my name is Javon Livingston. I appreciate you tuning in every week. Appreciate everybody who tuned in the comments. Join us as we go live again next week. The next game of the week. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Have a great